Hello, 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 hello. This is very uncomfortable. This is the video where I talk for a prolonged period of time. Now, 23 minutes ago, I started a long voyage, a search for my pants and a tripod, because I misplaced both of those items, and I realized that I was not going to be able to make this video unless I found those things. This light is blinding. I was all ready to make this video. I was very high energy, and normally I'm not. Normally the corncasts are where I'm like bottom of the barrel, scraping to just seem appealing as a person. Now I know, I'm always appealing. Let's get back on track. Jesus, Caroline. Okay, hello. And so we're here. I'm a bit deflated. I didn't have the same tenacity that I did 23 minutes ago, but a lot happens. I grew up. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I saw me and my beautiful, ethnically ambiguous children at a water park in Central Florida. And, you know, 2 days later, my daughter comes in, she's like, I think I have a UTI. And I said, well, no fucking shit. We're in Central Florida. The water parks are just urine. I never want to end up in Florida. I should never make absolute statements. I think that's a bad thing to do, especially when you're this age, but I hope that I never have to have a permanent residence in that state. Nothing against Florida. I was born there. It's just that I don't get it. I do not get it. Some states are just boring, but they know that they're boring, like Kansas. Wait, there's a song about Kansas that I can't remember because it's about Kansas and it's not a very memorable state. Point and case, Florida, they're like, look at the beautiful Everglades. Disney came here and birthed this magnificent amusement park. Is this not the grandeur that we promised America? And then I come there and I'm like, it's just okay. That gets to a really good point. I do not understand any other city that is not New York. And this is going to sound like a very New Yorker thing, but fuck all your cities. Fuck all of them. Listen, if global warming came to America and danced like a maniac on the floor, and she never danced before, and wiped out like half of the cities in the country, I don't think I'd be upset, so long as we kept the beautiful boroughs of New York. Let's talk about Manhattan specifically, because all the other places don't matter. Every section, every area has different architecture, has different cultures, mostly white people, but it's beautiful, and I do love it. Before we get into anything substantial, not that anything substantial ever happens, I'm really setting the bar high today. I'm using words like substantial, like information, content. If we were to take an objective view at what I do here, content, information, and what was the first word that I used? Not how I would describe it. And I haven't eaten, oh my God, wait, what did I eat today? I don't think I've had any food at all. Wait, that's not possible. Well, now I'm concerned. Why can't I stay on topic? This is an advertisement for attention deficit disorder, right? I'm the poster child. Buy a billboard, put my face on it. ADD. Always dicking down. I'm gonna read you a poem. I actually wrote this one down. We're not doing any freestyle today. I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. I was a bitch on season 5. I'm here to make it right. Give me a sewing challenge, and I'll show you what you like. Let's talk about horror movie puppets. I've been thinking about them a lot recently. I wonder, what is it visually that makes them so unnerving? Why is my shirt getting caught on this chair? Is it that we tell people over a course of time, like, this is what is creepy, this is what we define as creepy, and now that you know the iconic elements of horror movies, you'll automatically find this terrifying. And I realized when I watched Saw that I particularly don't like that puppet because he's using a bike. Let me explain. I don't think that creepy critter crawlers should know how to use advanced motorized technology okay? It's one thing for them to be walking around. Listen, I don't even care if a puppet disappears and reappears in your house at will. I prefer that than them being able to... If you put, a puppet in a car, that's hokey. You'd never see Saw. You'd never see, I think Billy the Puppet, that's his name, in a car, because he'd pull up and he'd just be like, hey guys, I'm in my Jeep Grand Cherokee. The mechanism that heats the seats is broken, so it's going to be mildly uncomfortable in the back seat. I'm sorry, I know that your hands are tied together with twine. I don't mean to inconvenience you, but look at this paneling in my Jeep Grand Cherokee. Is Billy the Puppet paying auto insurance? Do you think that he gets phone calls from Allstate like, hi, sir, would you like to lower your premiums by bundling home and auto? And he's like, well, actually, I was thinking about that the other day, but I wasn't really sure if this offer was going to save me any money. Well, what was your name again? Billy the Puppet? And what is your profession? Oh, I murder people in intricate puzzles to teach them morality lessons. Right. That would never happen. Maybe it should. Maybe it should. I prefer looking at asymmetrical things. It reminds me that no matter how much God didn't care, you're still here and you're gonna stay there. Let that be a reminder to you. It is very funny reading the comments section because I sort of learn how an audience operates. Why did you hold back? I miss the good old days 2 months ago when you weren't afraid to say anything. And it looks like the elitist Democrats and liberals have taken you by the balls. I didn't even know that you biologically had those, but I've been confused ever since I saw you with a mustache. I think it's important for people to see. Just opinions. No matter how they're presented. In my case, they're presented as bombastic, over the top, and offensive jokes on purpose. God, why am I lecturing? This is not a TED Talk. Do you see the name TED up here? No. This is Barry Manilow on Broadway. I don't listen to Barry Manilow. I never listened to Barry Manilow. But my father was like, Caroline listens to Barry Manilow, right? And my mom was like, I think so. No, not once. I listened to Copacabana, but I never was like, I just bought this Barry Manilow album. Like it was a great way to complete my collection. No, never. Didn't happen. Regardless, my parents, being the most generous and beautiful and giving and loving people that they are, bought me tickets to see Barry Manilow. What a terrifying experience. But I really liked it. And I get the Manilow thing. A couple notes that I want to point out. He kept referring to himself as a sex god, made me very uncomfortable, but it made all of these 70+ women in the audience extremely excited. And I think he's gay, so when he sang the song Mandy, I was just like, well, you can't spell Mandy without man. I was really proud of myself for that joke. Yeah. I wrote it down while I was in the concert. I'll often pin some of the more negative comments, but oftentimes the negative comment will be criticism that I've thought of before. And it's always really damning when somebody kind of reassures you that what you did was not good and underwhelming at best. But there are some people that will rebuttal on my behalf, and it's always interesting hearing, I guess, viewers' takes on the content that I produce. This is all a grand experiment. It's all a grand social experiment. I'm not an industry plant, but I find it interesting. So I'll see somebody who has criticism that I thought of, and I'm like, shit, what am I supposed to do about that? And then somebody brings a perspective where they're like, I actually like what she did with that. And then I can kind of understand where to go from there, how to include elements that people like, and that have worked in the past, and also how to, get better at this shit. Because I have a deep, dark fear that I just careen into nothingness. And it will happen. The day will come, and I'll be very sad and probably married with, again, ethnically ambiguous children. But I won't go down with a fight. No. I won't go down without a fight. How to clarify that one. To conclude the point, I pin the hate comments, and I wait for not the hurtful responses to those hate comments, but people that are just giving their 2 cents, and I use it. I use your information to make not information here. Was that not a perfect setup, punchline, and finish to a joke? Tell me it wasn't. Pissing. Is my camera gonna run out of power? Tell me you're not pissing and shitting in the shower, thinking about me. I've been recording for 30 minutes. Well, I guess time goes faster when it doesn't affect you anymore. You can't touch me. You can't have my flawless skin because it's genetic. I'm just kidding. It's very oily, and if you were to touch it right now, you'd probably go, and then wipe it on your pants. It's funny, I've noticed that my personality or my mannerisms have changed, and I don't like it because it seems like I'm trying to be quirky and cute and relatable, but it's just because I have anxiety that I never had before, and it's affecting me so horribly. And I sound like I'm cute and I'm trying to be like, ha ha ha, but it's not. It's all a sham. I'm not saying that I'm sexually attracted to a flashlight, but never, never will I wed, born to wander solitary, wide my world, narrow-minded. Oh my god, that's such a good song. I sing it all the time. Go download that song. Cecile McLaurin-Salvant. I probably am not pronouncing her name right, even though she's one of my favorite vocal artists. What can I say? I'm a hardcore fan. She's one of the most angelic voices I've ever heard. She doesn't really know how to apply eyeshadow the way some would say is current or fashionable, but I happen to enjoy it. She's a fucking kick-ass lady. She's a cool lady. Anywho, bye.